G'day viewers, today I want to talk about my great-grandfather Billy Carter. It's up on the wall there. He was the holder of the Australasian 50-mile road record in 1897, so that's a while ago. But I didn't even know I was related to a famous cyclist, or a winner, a champion cyclist. But I was, I found this portrait of him, picture that was taken after the 50-mile road record attempt, in the back of Mum and Dad's garage. It was just sitting in the back of the garage. There's been a bit of water damage and stuff on it. And I said, what's that doing out there? And they said, we've got no place for it in the house. So I was a cyclist, so I said, well, I'll take it. And they said, yeah, sure, no worries. So I put it up on the wall because I took up cycling sort of in my 30s, I suppose. And never really did anything competitive, but I've done a few time trials and things, and never really did racing. But I like two wheels, I like motorbikes, I like push bikes, love it, But anyway, I'm related to a champion, which is pretty bloody good. And then only recently, I received a scrapbook from Mum when she was clearing out some bits and pieces, and they had some really fascinating stuff about his racing and all sorts of exploits on the bike, and even getting pulled up in front of the police for in front of the court for riding at a breakneck speed through a town and swearing at someone on the side of the road when they told him to slow down. So that was kind of funny. But yeah, this is about my dear old great-grandfather. I never met him, so it's kind of hard to sort of know what he was like. But he's obviously a pretty good cyclist. So there you go. There's a little bit of history. A little bit of history today from the old fat bastard. So there you go, I'm related to a champion cyclist. Bloody hell, who would have thought that? Pages and pages of really tiny newsprint. Recreation grant writings, University Cycling Carnival. Fantastic. All this stuff is in here somehow. The lap dash, 1/3 of a mile. Indipac Carter, there he is. Great Northern Bicycle Sports. Heaps of stuff. Look at the size of the writing. It's almost impossible to bloody read that. This one. Look at this one. You need bloody magnifying glass to read that. Now look at this. This is good. This is a quint. So before they had gurneys for cyclists to ride around a track, they used to use a quint so they could pace the rider. That's bloody fantastic. All the exploits. 50-mile road record. There you go, pretty amazing. And Billy, the writing on the back page. It's beautiful writing. A classic. Riding down the road at a furious pace, rate of about 20 miles an hour, and someone called out to him to steady up, and one of the defendants swore at him, and consequently he reported them. Said that they were very sorry and did not know the man who made the use of bad language. Fantastic. Cheers to October the 1st. I don't know what year, but very funny. So they got pulled up in front of the cops for swearing at somebody who told them to slow down. That's hilarious. Oh, Billy. I did a search on William T. Carter. Couldn't find anything at all, but all I've got is this picture on the wall and the scrapbook, basically. So, some of those old things, there was just no records of these things. They were like club races around velodromes in Adelaide, in Victoria. There was one story of him. He worked for a couple of bike shops and he was sponsored by a couple of bikes. But there was one story where he lived in the southeast of South Australia for a while, and he rode something like 100 miles to make a sale of a bike, and then rode back again in time to do his jobs before dinner. So that's a 200-mile trip, just to sell a bike. So in the old days they were pretty tough. So yeah, that's my great-grandfather. There he is on the wall. Billy Carter, William T. Carter, holder of the 50-mile Australasian road record.
there you go.